Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is February 10th, 2026, and today was one of those days where I almost told myself, I don't think I'll go thrifting. But then I decided, let's go thrifting. And I am so glad I did. I picked up some crazy finds today, and let's check them out. Up first, I spotted what is called a Skylight Evolve. It's basically a galaxy projector. You plug it in, shines a whole galaxy on the ceiling. When I picked it up, something rolls around inside. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on inside. I think maybe part of the projector has come loose. So I'm gonna have to crack this open and see if I can put it back together. I don't even know if it works, but it was $4.99. I figured why not? It only takes a USB-C charger, which I have a ton of those, and we'll find out if that works. So that'll be another video. But that was the first find that I came across. Second one was this. It's from, where was the tag? It's a Home, right there. Home Medics. It's basically a massager slash heat thing. You put it around your neck like this, and they wanted $3.99 for this. And I looked at it, and I noticed that it took a charging cord. So I debated, should I grab it and see if it works and try to find a cord for it? Well, as I kept looking it over, I realized that there's a little bulge going on here. So I peeled back the zipper, and there's the charger. They just stuck it inside the fabric cover. So we're gonna try this out and see if it works, maybe in a upcoming video. Again, I didn't test this, but I figured for $3.99, it's actually cheaper than what you would buy at the store for just a regular neck pillow. Those run anywhere from like 10 to 20 bucks for a neck pillow. And we do a lot of traveling, and we always need these, so pick that up. The next thing that I ran across was this bad boy. This is a Sanyo DVD slash VHS player. And now you're probably saying, why would you pick up one of those? Well, I follow a lot of niche groups on Facebook, and one of those is a lot of VHS groups. These things sell anywhere between starting usually at like $100 and going higher, because I guess these are so obscure to find these days. They only wanted $6.99 for that. Has a cord, of course, did not come with a remote, so I will have to track one of those down. Again, untested, but I was willing to take a chance. A lot of times you can resell these on eBay just for parts alone. You can just throw it on there for like 40, 50 bucks, and they'll rip this apart and put it on another one. So I was quite excited. I don't usually run across a lot of VHS players. So yeah, that was one of the other cool finds. Then I went over to the book section. Started looking around. My eye caught this one, the Riverdale Student Handbook. I am a huge Riverdale fan, and I don't find a lot of Riverdale stuff in the wild. So I was very excited. This basically just kind of delves into like every character in Riverdale. It's got like a little information on each one. Maybe I'll try to do a cast autograph project. I go to a lot of Comic-Cons. I've met a couple of Riverdale cast in the past. So if I meet any more, maybe I'll have them sign a handbook. Not far from there on the shelf was this one, the Riverdale The Day Before. This is basically a prequel to what starts Riverdale on Netflix. This is what happens before they find Jason Blossom. And this is all found at Salvation Army. The last find was this, Mankind by wrestler Mick Foley. Now, I have been an autograph collector for going on 26 years. And I find a lot of cool stuff at thrift stores. And when I go in the book section, I kind of just scan the things for any titles that I might recognize. And I always pull those off and I look through them. When I saw this, something inside said, "I bet you that one is signed." Pull it off the shelf, crack it open, and by golly, if it's not signed on the inside. It says, "To Sean, have a nice day. Thanks for your support since I think this is WCCW, then Mick Foley." Doesn't say anything on the outside that it's signed. When I took this up to the cash register, the lady was like, "Oh, that's such a good book." And I said, "Yeah, you want to know something really cool about it?" And I cracked it open like this. I said, "He even signed it." And she looks at me and she's like, "Oh, wow." So I don't know if she's being sarcastic or maybe she didn't realize that it was signed on the inside. So yeah, kind of geeked about that one, especially being Mick Foley. So you never know. It's just those obscure finds that you just run across and you just take a chance at it. Popped over then to the community thrift store. Now this was kind of an iffy purchase, and I don't know if I made out good on it or not, but maybe you all can tell me. I think I did. It is a bunch of Hot Wheel cars and Matchbox cars, but one thing that I noticed is there's a bunch of Speed Racer like Mach 5 cars. I think there's like 5 of those. There's 2 Batmobiles. There are a couple of cars from like the 1970s. I think there's about 20 cars in here. So they only wanted $9.99 for it. And most cars at Walmart that you get that are Hot Wheels are now about $1.25. So even at $1 a car, I've already made out quite well, I think, on this. There's even the Bat Pod there from The Dark Knight. So yeah, you got like 2 Speed Racer cars. I'll do like a more in-depth video on this one. But I think I made out pretty well on these. Some of them will go to my nephews. I may hang on to the Speed Racer ones. But we'll see. But the Batmobiles, I have to research what years those are from, if they're from the 90s or if they're the newer ones. So that was my thrift store finds. Altogether, I think I paid $30 for everything. So I think I made out pretty well. I'm kind of curious if that Galaxy projector works. That's going to be my next project after this. Find a cord and see what happens. So thanks for tuning in. If you find any good thrift store finds, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see them.